It is draft day here in WWE 2K25 MyGM Mode. And we are going to have a twist this time with the draft. I am only going to be doing recommended draft picks the whole draft. As you can see in the bottom left corner, there are 4 recommended picks for us to choose from, and we can only choose one of the 4 each time we draft somebody. We do, of course, have our 3 keepers from last season. We had to keep around John Cena and The Rock because why wouldn't you? And Becky Lynch has been a staple for our women's division. But if I press L3 here, it's going to take us to our recommended picks. Akam is the first one. Not great promo ability on him. We have Lexis King, who's a fighter. We have Carlito, of course, that we can choose from as well. 3 out of 5 promo is pretty decent. That might end up being our very first pick. And then we have Finn Balor here, who's a little bit more expensive. And I think our first pick is going to end up being Carlito. Finn Balor has the same promo and they both pair up well with John Cena. Carlito's just a little bit cheaper. And because this is a challenge, I think we are going to draft basically until we're broke. We're going to fill up our roster completely with these recommended picks. Our second batch of selections here is Natalya, Chelsea Green, Candice LeRae, and Dirty Dom Mysterio. Honestly, of all these options, I think that Natalya is going to be our best pickup here. She is awful promo, but she has the highest ring XP and she's pretty cheap comparatively. So Natalya, welcome to NXT Mutiny again. Our next selection here is basically a bunch of Judgment Day boys. We have JD McDonough, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Zelina Vega to choose from. I think our next good pick is going to be Damian Priest from this selection here. He looks to be the best out of everyone here. Our next batch is Joe Coffey, Razor, Mark Coffey, and Bronson Reed. 4 bruisers just because they pair up well with our fighters so far. They're all a 2 out of 5 promo, and I'm thinking that we go with Joe Coffey here as a level 10 ring XP. It's the same as Bronson Reed, but he's a little cheaper. Our next batch of choices, Nikita Lyons, Alba Fire, Scarlett, and Wolfgang. We already have 2 women face specialists, so really we can get anybody here. Scarlett has the highest ring XP as well as the best promo, so Scarlett, welcome aboard. Now we have to choose from Nia Jax, Mark Coffey, JD McDonough, and Gigi Dolan. Mark Coffey is cheap enough, but I'm thinking we get JD McDonough. He's a cruiser, but he can pop right into a tag team with Carlito, so we can have the men's tag Judgment Day style. Really similar picks to where we ended last time, but I'm thinking we draft up Obafemi. He's cheap enough, and he'll be good for a tag team rivalry for sure. The computer's been shoving her in my face, and we definitely need more women anyways, so we're going to scoop up Nia Jax. She'll go great with our cruiser we drafted earlier. Now we have Lexis King, Tongaloa, Finn Balor, and Shotzi. I think Finn Balor at this point is a little rich for my blood. Tongaloa already has 21 ring XP, so that might have to be the cop for this round. We can go ahead and snag Wolfgang for the cheap here. We'll also draft up Tama Tonga. He's a good cheap pick, and he'll go right into the tag rivalry. Not really getting any specialists thrown our way here, but Eddie Thorpe is only a 1 out of 5 promo, but his ring XP is good, so I guess we just won't have him cut anything. He's cheap enough, and we're kind of getting down to it here. Our next selection is from Baron Corbin, Sheamus, LA Knight, and Brooks Jensen, and I think Brooks is a move here. He's cheap enough, and he's got a 4 out of 5 promo, which is above everyone else besides LA Knight, so we're going to take Brooks Jensen on the roster. I know we're really hurting for women, but again, we can only choose from this recommended tab, and it really wants us to pick an expensive superstar here, and I think that we might as well just do it in R-Truth here. I don't think we want to spend all the money to get Randy Orton or Kevin Owens, so R-Truth, welcome aboard. He's a 5 out of 5 promo too. This is probably going to be our last pick just money-wise, and I think that we really need to secure another solid woman, so we're going to go ahead and snag Indy Hartwell as a heel specialist. She's also a 3 out of 5 promo, so she'll be a welcome addition. And that is our roster. Look at that mean crew there. Recommended computer picks here. I think our roster is good. I think we're going to have a weird mix of classes that we'll have to change around, but that'll be okay. Plus faces and heels, and we have like no women. But this is what the computer decides, and computers are far smarter than I. So we'll see if we can shake it out in this season and stay in first place. Let me know down below what you guys think of our draft class here compared to the other brands. But we're going to be entering season 3 completely broke because we spent all of our money on this draft. In Stockholm, Sweden, on the way to Clash at the Castle. Triple H is pleased with our performance. Teddy Long is talking smack to us, as is Tyler Breeze. We're going to get some power cards flooding into us. We got a Health Spa 3, I Know a Guy 3, I Know a Guy 3, limited stock. And now that we drafted up this roster, let's get this ragtag crew together and see what kind of mess we can make in this season. Booking out the first show here, I noticed that we definitely need some help with our roster here. It is definitely a mosh posh of a bunch of different things that I couldn't really figure out without making some changes. But we got a decent card set up here with some good rivalries growing. I ended up having a lot of heels and a lot of fighters, so we're going to change Carlito to a specialist because we need to, and the specialist is great to have. We're going to change JD McDonough from a cruiser to a fighter because we have no giant giant, so it makes no sense for him to be a cruiser. And we're going to do a call out from the bisexual Undertaker and Obafemi to Carlito and JD McDonough to hopefully start that rivalry. Matches, we're going to go Indy Hartwell versus Becky Lynch for the women's title, Nia Jax versus Scarlett, R-Truth versus Brooks Jensen, just to try to get Brooks Jensen up a little bit. He's only 5 ring XP. And then because in the early weeks we're liable to lose fans, we got The Rock and John Cena on here to continue their rivalry, get it to level 4, hopefully, then push it out to the go-home show. A banger of a first card, if I do say so myself. We are broke, though. One thing I really want to do is we got those power cards for I Know a Guy. I really want to get Kyle Slickman back to finish that side quest we're looking to do. But we still need some money to search, so we're going to have to go searching for him when we get some dough in, and hopefully this show brings us something. Didn't have any room to do any advertising, so let's go ahead and book this show. $23,000 show cost of our like $49,000. The computer really dried us up, but Indy Hartwell versus Becky Lynch one-on-one for the title ends in a Becky dub. She is the champ yet again. Rivalry grows, which is great. Carlito's now a specialist, which is amazing. Nia Jax versus Scarlett here. Nia Jax is a welcome face again. She did great for us last season. Mediocre match. I spoke too soon, and no rivalry. That stinks. JD McDonough goes to a fighter, which went okay. R-Truth versus Brooks Jensen. Welcome aboard, R-Truth. Real expensive, but hey, he won his match in a mediocre match, and a level 1 rivalry grows. The tag team call-out grows a rivalry, which is fantastic. So now we have the men's tag ready to go in the next booking. John Cena versus The Rock, and John Cena takes away the title. The Rock is double champ, no more, which is excellent. We don't want to have double champs hanging around our roster because that just complicates things. Just a good booking for us, and we ended up losing 500 fans, which isn't too shabby. We gained a bunch of money. I'm really glad I purchased the arena last season. SmackDown with 12,000 fans. That hurts to see. Raw got 14,000 fans. It looks like they used power cards though, and WCW gained 3,000. So we are the biggest loser in this week. Another I Know a Guy card. Kyle Slickman is just begging to be picked up again. The Rock says he wants a rematch because he lost his strap last week and he is a champion, so he's due a rematch clause. I'm going to say he can get one before anyone else because no one else is going to go against John Cena before him. And John Cena texts me saying, "Hey boss, I'm sorry to drop this on you, but transportation is a nightmare at the moment and I won't be able to make it to this week's mutiny." And I'm just going to say accidents happen. That's totally fine. We weren't going to use him this week anyways. We really needed one more week here to clean up this mess of a roster the computer left us with, but we got the men's tag going at it for the first time here. Already a level 1 rivalry, so that's sweet. We got Eddie Thorpe and Wolfgang making their debut in an Extreme Rules match. We got R-Truth and Brooks Jensen running it back. And then we got Becky Lynch and Indy Hartwell running it back. Not a whole lot we can do stipulation-wise for these two because R-Truth and Becky are a little dinged up. We're going to have Scarlett move along this rivalry the old-fashioned way by calling out Nia. I realized that boy, Tama Tonga, can go to a specialist, so we're going to make him a specialist just to make it a little easier to book. And we got Joe Coffey himself going out there to change roles. He's going to be a face after this show. So that's our second show here. I am going to scoop up this fixed match card because you never know when you're going to need one of those. But it's time to get it. Second show down the books already. Quick bookings this week. It's really just a whole lot of setup here. The men's tag going after it. We'll see how the chemistry flies for real on the mat. And Damian Priest and Obafemi are our new tag champions. They won the vacant title. The rivalry grows. That's exactly what you like to see. Scarlett versus Nia is a level 1 rivalry. Beautiful. Eddie Thorpe and Wolfgang going at it. These guys have amazing stamina, so we can really put them to work here in a mediocre match with no rivalry. That's awesome. Tama Tonga, now a specialist. You love to see it. R-Truth, Brooks Jensen, just a one-on-one match. R-Truth takes it away. Mediocre match. Really expecting a little bit more from R-Truth there. Joe Coffey goes over great to a face. And Becky Lynch, Indy Hartwell. I'm expecting this to do well, hence why I made it the main event. Becky Lynch retains in a great match. So our mid-card kind of stunk, but our opener and closer were both great matches, so you can't ask for more than that. We ended up losing 2,500 fans this week. As to be expected, these early weeks are going to hurt us. SmackDown went hard, gained 16,000. Raw gained 4,000, and WCW gained 7,000. I am doing something wrong here, apparently. Our lead is still really substantial, though, 130,000 over second place, so we have some room to lose some fans here and there. John Cena's really psyched for the PLE. Well, you're definitely going to be on it, partner. Wolfgang says he got cheated and he wants a rematch in the next 2 weeks. I will make it happen, Wolfgang. We're going to go ahead and purchase the stage crew with our assets here. It's going to leave us broke again, but now we're kind of in a spot where we can do some advertising if need be. The men's tag is doing great numbers for us, so we're going to get them back out there again. The stamina is great. And then we're going to go ahead and run this rivalry some more. Scarlett versus Nia Jax in a tables match. We got this fatal 4-way lined up here. Joe Coffey, Tonga Loa, Eddie Thorpe, Thorpe and Wolfgang in a Falls Count Anywhere match. They all have fantastic stamina and don't have much to do, so might as well throw them all in one big match just to go at it. And then we got R-Truth versus Brooks Jensen again. It's only been mediocre so far, so hopefully they can turn around for us a little bit. We blew a chunk of change there, so we're gonna have John Cena get out there, do some advertising, as well as The Rock, and we're gonna have Indy Hartwell call out Becky Lynch to push this rivalry along, and that is week 3's show. Hopefully we don't take too much of a digger fan-wise this way. We got the men's tag on the line again, and the Judgment Day boys end up taking it away from them. You love to see that. John Cena lost 1 pop for 18 grand. Great work, John Cena. Scarlett versus Nia in a tables match. Hopefully this goes a little bit further. Level 2 rivalry. Sure doesn't, but it's a good match, so we'll take that. Indy's call out goes great. Level 3 rivalry. Brooks Jensen versus R-Truth. I switched him at the last minute. We'll see if that paid off. Brooks wins it in another mediocre match. So a full rivalry of mediocre matches between these guys here. The Rock with 14-5 lost 0 pop. You absolutely love to see that. And the Fatal 4-Way Falls Count Anywhere main event. We'll see what happens here. Eddie Thorpe takes it in just an okay match, but we did get 2 new rivalries out of it. We're not going to get amazing booking. We have yet to do so in this season, but hopefully we can get some more, especially on the Go Home show, man. We got some stuff lined up. We're back into the positive. We got 2,400 fans this week, a lot of money, which is good. SmackDown got 10,000, Raw got 500, so we beat Raw at least, and WCW with 4,700, so we're in 3rd for this week, but in 1st in your hearts and on the leaderboard. And we are at the Go Home show to Clash of the Castle. We got hit with the 2-bit arena, also with the Veto Champ, which hurts. John Cena is going to be off the Go Home show, so I guess that is our pay-per-view match, which is fine. 2-bit arena again. How many more bits can our arena lose? Triple H is saying Cena's not going to be here. Teddy Long is talking smack. Eric Bischoff is talking smack. Natalia is texting me saying that she wants to team up with Nia Jax. Honestly, forgot I had a women's tag division, and I will say sure. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'll have to look at it. Wolfgang is thanking me for the rematch against Thorpe. We're going to meet our commissioner goal just from that power card that got played against us. It says, do not put John Cena in a match this week, which we can't. But this is the Go Home show that I'm feeling pretty good about so far with this roster. We got the men's tag in an Extreme Rules match. Obafemi might get hurt, but that's okay. Nia Jax versus Scarlett, only a level 1 rivalry, but give it time to grow. We're running back this Fatal 4-Way, putting them in a tables match. Honestly, Eddie Thorpe and Wolfgang might get hurt in this one, but that is totally fine. We're definitely going to need to rest these boys after this week here. R-Truth versus Brooks Jensen in a submission match, because someone's a specialist, so might as well add something to this match. And Becky Lynch versus Indy Hartwell in a tables match for the title. Looks like a good show to me. We got The Rock out there doing some advertising, and a self-promo from Natalia and Tama Tonga, who honestly, both their promo skills are awful, so we'll see if anything at all comes from it. We're going to throw out a couple searches to see if we can find our boy Kyle out here, and by golly, we did. We finally found him. If you don't know the lore, we are trying to get Kyle Slickman to an immortal level and win the main event of WrestleMania. We really need this guy back on our roster. It's a fun side quest we're going after, man. Trying to be responsible with my funds here, so we will sign him to a 5-week contract and use a little promo extension card on him, because we have a bunch of them. We haven't really signed anybody specifically, so we're going to throw an extra 4 weeks on him before I forget. And now we can actually fill up this last promo slot. We got Kyle Slickman. Get him in there for a self promo. Why not? And that's the Go Home show to Clash at the Castle. $57,000 show cost. Sounds good to me. The men's tag open it up in an Extreme Rules match, and Obafemi and Damian Priest take it back in a legendary match. That is great to see. The rivalry's complete. Totally fine by me. The Rock gets out there doing some advertising. Again, doesn't lose any pop, but gets us a butt ton of money. Nia Jax versus Scarlett here, continuing their rivalry. Just don't be a dud, so we have a good card overall and an okay match. These guys just do not want to be in a rivalry for whatever reason. Natalia goes out there for some self promo, and she actually gets 3 pop, which isn't bad for someone with 1 promo skill. The mid card Fatal 4-Way tables match ends in another Eddie Thorpe victory. He just knows how to get it done. A mediocre match though. We definitely should have switched some stuff around. Both rivalries grow though, which is totally fine. Self promo for Tama Tonga. These guys are doing great on the mic. 5 pop for him. Let's see if R-Truth and Brooks Jensen can keep up their mediocre streak here. R-Truth wins it again. Actually, it was amazing, so that definitely should have been my mid card. How was I to know though? These guys only put on mediocre matches. Kyle Slickman gets out there and gets himself 4 pop, and Becky Lynch and Indy Hartwell take us home, get us in. It can't be an amazing booking because our mid card was a little messed up. Classic match, rivalry complete. Beautiful showing here for us on the go home show. And we actually did get the amazing booking. I thought for sure that this fatal 4-way mid card was going to throw us off, and we did scathe by uninjured, which is sweet as well. 4,500 fans for us. You really love to see that. Or 45,000, sorry. 46,000 for SmackDown. So they just barely beat us. 49 for Raw, and WCW with 52. So we're right in there. Still a little behind everybody. We're still just figuring out our roster, man. I slowly see our lead dwindling. We need to come back hard here at Clash at the Castle. Oh, and we got hit with the back alley crew. I didn't know they could even use power cards on us for the go home show. Honestly, I don't think either of those are going to affect us too badly. Indy Hartwell says she wants a win in whatever her next match is. I can get that done with my fixed match card. Nia Jax is kind of pussyfooting her way around wanting to be on the PLE here, so we'll try to work her in. We'll see if she works out for anything on the show here. Of course, we have to cop the Clash of the Castle arena before I do anything. And for Clash of the Castle in the opener and the main event, we are competing for the Castle Raid card, where we select an opposing brand and steal 10% of their revenue from next week's show. We're definitely going to want that. We're a little broker than we were last season, where we were swimming in it. So in the women's fatal 4-way gauntlet match, we have Natalya going out there. Nobody was a specialist, and Natalya had our highest ring XP, plus she has 100 stamina, so let's get her out there, hopefully do something for us. The mid card, of course, is going to be John Cena versus The Rock. They're going to go at an Extreme Rules match here. No title is on the line because I don't want either of these guys to be double champ at the end of this card. And Nia Jax wanted to be on the show, so we're going to get her out there doing some charity for us. And in the main event, it is a men's fatal 4-way gauntlet eliminator. We got Tonga Loa, who is a gauntlet eliminator specialist, so hopefully we can pull away that Castle Raid card. And that's it. A much shorter booking. $37,000 show cost. We did have to buy the arena, which helps. So let's get after it. Let's see where we ended at Clash at the Castle in our first week of the season here. Our chances look good in the gauntlet fatal 4-way eliminator with Natalya, but of course she doesn't win it. Natalya quite literally never does anything for me. So we move on. Hopefully our mid card can do better than that. Cena versus The Rock. I'm sure it'll be a legendary match just because I spoke it into existence, and it was a classic, which is good enough. Nia Jax got us 3,000 fans. She actually did pretty well for being a 3 out of 5 promo. Roman Reigns, Charlie Dempsey in a non-title match. Roman Reigns wins it in a classic. He's actually a double champ. It was a title match. Andre Chase, good to see you again. 4 pop. Ivy Nile takes away this match in a legendary match, which is going to hurt us a little bit. Angelo Dawkins gets 3 pop. We have a triple threat backstage brawl with some women here from WCW, and Nikita Lyons takes it away in a great match. Sean Spears found himself a new home, and he got 4 pop over there on WCW. Now I never really know what to expect. We're a specialist. We have the highest ring XP. Let's see, and Gunther takes it away. I should really never expect to get those, but he did get injured for 2 weeks. Oh, I can already see those cards coming to hurt us. We got 111,000 fans. SmackDown got 116, Raw got 104, and WCW got 110. So we're in second place this week, and SmackDown was not breathing down our necks. And it's trade time. I don't have anything to propose, so we're going to see what everyone wants to offer me. This is interesting right off the bat because I do need more women, and this is for a contract for the end of the season for 103,000 for a heel specialist. Natalya and Nia Jax wanted to team together, and I was missing a heel for them to go up against. So this kind of works out perfectly. This solves both problems. I am going to accept this trade from Teddy Long right off the bat. First offer, and it is accepted. Tyler Breeze is trying to trade for Kyle Slickman. Are you out of your god dang mind? Get out of here, Tyler Breeze. And WCW also wants Kyle Slickman. Get out of here, WCW. You're not getting the Slick Man himself. We're on our way to Money in the Bank in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is war, so we cannot book any of these 5 superstars at the beginning of next week's episode. That's tough. I don't have a lot of superstars to be getting rid of a bunch of them. Triple H is letting me know that I'm going to be crippled next episode. Nia Jax is saying thanks a ton for putting me in the PLE. You're a good boss. When you gave me that rematch against Kyrie, she got a major increase to her morale. You're welcome, Chief. Brooks Jensen says he'd like to get as much ring XP as possible. He wants to be the greatest superstar at NXT Mutiny. He wants to be in a no-hold bars match. I think I can do that. You can get that done, Brooks Jensen. I don't know against who, but you'll get it, partner. And we're going to select a shakeup. Our 3 options, we have classic booking, fan favorites gain morale, and rule breakers gain 5 popularity. That's a good one right off the bat. We got share the glory, select a superstar with more than 65 popularity to lose 35, and the rest of my superstars gain 5. I don't know if I'd love that. Somebody losing 35 popularity is kind of steep. Speaking of steep, we got steep discount. All promos cost 75% less. I think that this is a no-brainer. We're going classic booking here. here. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of MyGM Mode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. We are running with this recommended picks roster only, and I'm feeling good. We're in a good spot. We probably have this season and one more season left, so I'm also curious. Leave me a challenge for next draft down below as well. I'd really appreciate that. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you guys in next episode. Take it easy.